So in a world filled with classic children's tales turned into horror movies, including the likes of Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse, and Popeye, definitely be the Cinderella horror movie. This is The Ugly Stepsister. The jump in quality between The Ugly Stepsister and something like, you know, one of the Popeye movies that I watched recently.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is staggering.
Yeah, that's like not even a fair comparison.
I know it's not.
I don't think.
But even the best of them that I'd seen up until this point, which would be Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. It's still a stark contrast. This is an actual film, and the other ones are kind of like, I don't want to call them quick cash grabs, because some of them definitely have some effort put into them. I feel like some of the Pooniverse movies, it's even, I hate to even mention them here, but how can I not? Because they're releasing so many of these knockoffs.
So many.
And why I want to mention that to start is because I do not want the abundance of these low-budget garbage movies like Popeye's Revenge and Mary Had a Little Lamb to be lumped in alongside of, or I should say, this should be, like, I don't want this to be lumped in aside with, you know, of these films.
Right.
Because this is in such a different league that I just want to start this review by saying that. So in case anybody is like, oh, they're making a Cinderella horror movie now, what's next, you know? Guys, I thought this was so fucking fantastic. Like, this is such a wonderfully made movie. This is currently in theaters. This is being released by Shudder and IFC. This was a official selection of Sundance for a reason. This is the Cinderella story told from the perspective of one of the ugly stepsisters, although that name is warranted. You'll see why if you watch it. And we follow our main character, which is
Elvira?
Oh,
Elvira?
Elvira.
They say
Elvira. It is a Norwegian film, so the whole thing is in Norwegian. It is in the theater, so definitely get out and support the hell out of this if you are into period pieces. It feels like something like a you know, Atonement, Sense and Sensibility.
It definitely has a period piece feel to
very
it.
horror, very like body horror.
And a bit more like reality adjacent, fairy tale-ish for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's not, I don't think, like at all period accurate for a lot of things, because it feels like there might be elements from, like, just, you know, again, reality adjacent. But that, yes, if you like period horror pieces, then this one for sure.
Yeah, I think the performances are phenomenal. I think that the set design, I think the costume design, I think this story is so tragic.
Oh,
I think
so
this is
sad.
like it. This is pretty much the best I could ever expect from a Cinderella horror film. Like, I don't know how you could have done this better. The movie is so sexually graphic at times.
Very sexually graphic.
It's got some very nasty scenes. This girl is put through absolute fucking hell just to try to make herself pretty. To win the prince, because her mother and them don't have money, and they're banking on her being the one that gets the prince, and the hell she puts herself through to try to be pretty, even though she's already pretty. It's maddening to watch. It's very, very tough to watch. This girl is it's one of those stories of like women in a certain time period who have all of their other options have been exhausted. They have nothing else.
Yeah.
And to them, money is all they need to fix their problems.
They have to marry a rich man.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this movie is definitely hyperbole for the kinds of things that women still sort of do to themselves in order to be attractive. Like, there's a lot of really extreme things that happen in the film. But people do extreme things now, too. I mean, there's definitely, like, a lot of, beauty procedures and whatnot that are, like, why put yourself through it? And the whole, like, that adage of beauty is pain. This movie, like, that should be the tagline for the film.
The tagline is, if the shoe doesn't fit.
Oh, that's good. But the second tagline should be beauty is pain.
Yeah.
Because, yes, the things that she goes through in this are just like, oh my God. Horrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the performances from everybody were fantastic. The sound design too, like the soundtrack and everything was really, gorgeous. Really great.
Yes.
And it just it definitely has like a fairy tale look to it.
And feel
very
to it.
dreamlike.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I have like no negatives towards this film at all. This is a near perfect film for me. I was so in love with it from the minute it started. There's beautiful opening credits. There's such beautiful shot selection. It feels like such a high class film.
Yeah.
Right, but with these really, really dark, disgusting, brutal elements to them, and such pain and misery and irony.
Yeah.
And it's just I was like enchanted and horrified and sad. There's such a deep level of sadness in this. And as I said, the ending is so ironic in so many ways. And as I said, I was very surprised that this was able to get away with an R rating, because we have like really graphic sexual content in here that feels near porn level.
Yeah.
Hard cocks, full on like close-ups of vaginas, which you never see an actual vagina, like lips and all. I was like, holy shit, this movie.
Yeah, it's intense. Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd was reacting, and luckily I actually thought this was going to be empty, because these types of like foreign horror movies like this that get very little promotion, we go into these all the time.
Oh yeah, we're like the only one there.
And there was probably 6 or 7 people. The girl sitting next to us was asleep
for part
within
of it.
Like 1 to 2 minutes.
She fell asleep really fast, but then she did wake up.
She did wake up.
And she did watch the rest of the film. And then I know that the other people in the cinema were like, they just picked a movie. They were uncomfortable, yeah. Yeah, they just like picked a film, so they didn't really know what they were getting into.
I think they went to like see almost like a Maleficent, like a Cinderella from a different side. Or yeah,
maybe they were thinking of like the Pooniverse or something, and they're like, it's gonna be like that. God. And this is definitely like in a different league. And
I heard some commentary coming out where the dates were like mad at each other.
Yeah,
for, like, you picked it, and it's like, hey, you're the one that wanted it. They weren't having. They were laughing very uncomfortably at a lot of parts.
It's really messed up. I mean, yeah, for like a general audience, there were so many scenes, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like really hard for most people to like watch, and they don't want to see it. But it was really fantastic, and definitely something that like if you can see it in a theater, do it for sure.
Oh, yeah, I mean this is in contention for my favorite film of the year currently. So. I'm kind of shocked at how fantastic I thought it was. I didn't know what to expect, but I did expect it to be good. We saw a trailer for it, I think, before Parvalos. And I was like, whoa, that actually looks like a really well-made film. And the fact that they had enough faith in it, Shudder, because Shudder likes to release pretty much all of their stuff in theaters these days, like the ones they have faith in. And and I was pleasantly shocked at the quality of this film. And I love when films like this exist, because it takes such artistic craft to make a film like this. But it's like, who does this appeal to, really? This is a hard sell of a film.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're making a Cinderella film.
Yeah.
Which is for, like, young girls, right? And you're making it for, like, a very, very different audience. And it's like, the kind of audience that would like this kind of movie would look at it as like, oh, it's a Cinderella movie. I don't want to fucking see a Cinderella horror movie. Like, that doesn't appeal to me at all, because I like horror. I like dark shit. This movie's fucking dark.
It's really dark.
This movie's super dark. And then the Cinderella crowd will look at it, and they'll be like, oh, it says it's horror? I don't like horror. So it's a tough film to sell. So that I love that something like this exists, because it seems like it would be so hard to get it made. I like pitching this kind of movie.
Sure.
Feels like, oh, well, we're going to take something beloved by like 10-year-old girls, and we're going to make it super dark, put a lot of hard cocks in it. Like, no fucking way.
Great. Yeah.
How do you sell this movie? But I guess over in Norway, they got a little more pull, with the producers, and being like, we're going to take this shit in a different way. But it's a very, very beautiful, enchanting film with some super, super fucking dark shit in it.
Yes.
I can see people finding this, like, boring, maybe, but, like, they're just like, oh, this is just... I love the way that the Cinderella story is told in this.
Yeah.
Like, there's some really cool choices with how Cinderella comes to be, and how, she gets her gown, and how she gets to the ball, and the look, and all. Like, there's so many smart choices here. In the last, like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes of this movie is so hard to watch. Kaylee had to look away multiple times. You were, like, gagging and fucking, like, burying your head in my shoulders for some of it. So it's an intense film.
It was intense.
But I loved every single fucking second of it.
Yeah, that
without
was
question. So, and we also watched another Shudder film tonight, and I also loved that. And we just saw Sinners last night, and I loved that. This has been a hell of a run for horror movies.
Yes. And
just that were released today, right? Like, Sinners was like the early release of the movie, but they're all coming out today, technically.
Yeah. And really, really good, like, three movies
stellar fucking films in a row.
Yeah.
Incredible. Probably the three best movies in a row that I've watched in years. Like, it was wild. So 2025, I'm listening. I didn't know how I was going to follow up 2024, but if we can get films, like a string of films like this in a row,
oh sure,
holy shit, 2025 could be another heavy major hitter.
Yeah, lots of potential.
So, God, I love the performance from our lead so much. I really felt everything for her, because she's not really the villain. She is such a tragic character, and through her journey, like, she definitely goes into places where I'm like, oh, I want to follow you, but you're making some bad choices. And the prince, oh my God, this guy, and the mom, oh my God, the mom. So there's just, I really, really connected to everything they went with here. They really got me on all of it.
Yeah.
So, phenomenal fucking film. I'm going to have to definitely take a minute to think of my rating on this one, but it's close to perfection. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a reason why I wouldn't give it a 5-star. And I never give those out. I give out like 2 or 3 a year at best. Yeah. So, this was a huge one for me. This one this worked on every single level for me personally.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so happy that it did.
Yeah.
That's great. We've seen a bunch of really good films,
and I feel like this is gonna be a super overlooked one.
Yeah,
this will be like the Vortilac from last year.
I agree. Yeah.
If you haven't seen that fucking rules as well.
It does. Yeah.
And that's French, and also is a period piece. Mm-hmm. So people typically ignore the period piece foreign horror films. They're like, no. But the Vortilac was like top 4 of the last year.
Oh,
and this one will definitely make my top 5. I have no doubt.
Yeah.
So, anyway, anything more?
No.
Oh, God. Get out. See it. Give it a chance. You might hate it. Honestly, you might not. This might not be your thing, but I think you should know what to go in and expect at this point. Mm-hmm. Right? Whether or not you connect with it, whether or not it's enough for you or too much for you. Yeah, you should be gagging at a couple scenes. One in the end, for sure. It's pretty fucking insane and nasty.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to know what the overall consensus. I want to say IMDb has this at like a 7.2 right now, which for a horror movie is like epic level for a score. When I hope it remains that or higher.
Yeah, definitely higher.
Yeah. So... but the general audience is going to fucking hate this movie. Which means big stamp of approval. All right. Well, we'll see in the comments. Let us know if you go see it. Support it in theaters. If you don't, it will be on Shudder in the next few months. Definitely watch it then at least.
Yes.
All right. Let us know. Adios.
Bye.